dead scroll.
One requires light to see it. Not too great a light in here. You may think that I'm completely schizophrenic because what I just showed you and this looked like it was done by two different people. And yeah.
It's on the cover.
Yes, it is on the cover. Yeah. And when it gets a good strong light on it, the color comes out much better. At any rate, I work in two quite different ways of working. One is in my studio, and I'll do abstracted paintings which usually have a theme. They're talking about something, some ideas or something like that that would be of interest to me. I'm fascinated by sort of science versus sort of cultural or religious beliefs and how they can be so divergent. I was doing stuff on the environment before the environment was something to do with something about. I just enjoy working with ideas and things. Of course, the second thing I do is go and sit on a rock or sit on someplace and paint something, you know, because it's good fun. Some people go golfing, some people go fishing, I go painting. It's a way of diddling away your time and stuff, but sometimes I get something that I'm proud of, so there you go. And sometimes golfers get a hole-in-one and they're proud too. So
It's just incredible, that I'm sure.
So anyways, what's the idea behind this one? Well, I was reading the Gnostic Gospels, and there were some articles at the time on the Dead Sea Scrolls and the controversy behind the information about them, whether it's being, all of it being let out and so on. So I read a book about that and so on. Anyways, the whole concept of the language that we have to, I made up this language, and actually it was rudimentary at this time. I did other paintings which have the language more defined. And then I put a second theme into it, which was, I lived in Australia for a while, and I became quite fascinated by the Aboriginal culture, which, like our Native Indian culture, is certainly changing and, in their case, dying out. And so I did this standing man. The Aborigine actually stands with his spear with one foot up like this and stands in the desert, I guess because it's too hot to put 2 feet down. I don't know. And I did a series of figures moving through what you might call portals, and they are moving through and getting smaller until eventually almost the culture is just sort of fading away. This is leather, and it's embossed and printed on with printer's inks and gold leaf and various things. And there we go.
I love that, Mr. Dolan.
Do you want to hold it?
I can hold it.
Okay.
Actually, does it work if I stand over here? It's better than...
Yes.
We can
I'm trying to
see,
get-
we can see them really well, except for that one over there,
Okay.
next to the amplifier. What do you
Okay.
think?
It's going to change too as
camera
the
looks
sun's
nice.
beginning to set.
Eh?
Yeah, okay.
With
Well, anyways, I'll just stand
black,
here
you
for
see
the moment.
nothing.
You can...
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
see
true.
the lighting right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So as Don mentioned, it's called the Dead Scrolls Sea. Sometimes your mind plays tricks, and I originally thought it was the Dead Sea Scrolls Sea. But he corrected me, and it's the Dead Scrolls Sea, so I made the correction. Anyway, this is what I saw when I looked at that. Through the portals of timeless tides, visions of watery eyes shed teardrops onto the fabric of destiny. Doorways haze into reality. Invisible chains encircle my mind, shackle my wrists, and electrify my sleeping spirit. The blue of a neon moon binding my eyes with sunlight and ice surrounds these blood-red doors. these living placentas tied to the womb of heaven. I breathe the stale breath of the dead, mingle with the now and the living, and gaze into the future of days past.